Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, grand rising to everyone out there. Peanut Nola 504 in the house. I know, and we also have the 504 Indigenous Warrior. This is a grand rising. Good morning, everybody. I hope that you guys are being blessed. I hope everything that's happening across the weeks, you know what I'm saying, that you are having a positive effect on you. Whatever's going on in your life, I hope it's good. You know what I'm saying? I hope it's good. You heard me? It is what it is. But I know you guys haven't heard from me for a while. You know, I've been taking care of some personal things. It is what it is. But they have had some lot of things that went on while I was not on live. Actually, there's a lot of things that has been going on in the conscious community, and I want to shed some light on it. And we're also going to talk about Aborigine wealth, okay? Aborigine wealth, and we're also going to talk about Babaji, that nature boy guy. We're gonna talk about a little everything. It is what it is. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And Dingo Blues, Indigenous Blues in the house. We got the Prince in the house. We got Corey in the house. You know what I'm saying? We got the telepack in the house. The black telepack is in the house of university. You know what I'm saying? The God is in the house. What's going on, Chief? This morning, there's like I said, I chime in. Sometimes I get a chance to chime in, and I see a lot of other great content creators. I want to tell you, shout out to all of you guys out there who has been on Nature Boy Babaji net. For those who've been out on this false prophet net, you know, shout out to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Also, shout out to the Aborigine family. For those Aborigine family who've been keeping the truth going about who we are, the Aborigine people. Shout out to all you guys, because you guys are what's great about the social media, the conscious community. I want you guys to also know that YouTube and other platforms have been pretty much suppressing people when it comes down to the truth and everything, the things that they're trying to share. A lot of people have been getting suppressed on YouTube. There's a lot of, you know, I noticed that with mine. We had me and Mr. Indigenous 504 brother. We had Indigenous Warrior. We had got together and we did a live, and we noticed that YouTube has been taking parts that we talk about, and they have been basically like erasing. Okay, so I want you guys to, when you got a chance, to hit the like buttons so I can get more attention to my channel. If you can also share the video, you know what I'm saying? That helps. Sharing and hitting the like buttons help. A lot of people don't know. Okay, they have actually Chief Princess says, they have been taking it upon themselves to destroy people's channels. Anybody with information that has great information, they have been trying to stop our movement. Okay, so we're not going to let people continuously stop our movement. The Drizzle Game in the house. My last two videos were taken down. I stick to podcasts on Spotify. Yes, it's crazy. It's crazy. A lot of people on YouTube have been very much, and I want to say that we have been, our voices have been shell shocked. Okay, they're taking away our voices. They don't want us to display the truth out here, and we're gonna try to get around these things. It's very hard when you're trying to build a platform on YouTube and they're trying to suppress us. Okay, we got people with bigger platforms than me, and they are being suppressed. Okay, way bigger platforms than me, and they are being suppressed by YouTube. Okay, so I don't know, you know, maybe we need to work on as melanated people getting our own platform. You know, like they have Black YouTube. I think it's time for us to get us not Black YouTube, Black Twitter. I think it might be time for us to get Black YouTube, because it's not fair when we are trying to teach the righteous. What's up, Indigenous brother? What's going on, brother? Indigenous or warrior? What's happening, man?
Oh man, I'm chilling. But yeah, though, a couple of my videos has got taken down. One of them I did on a young brother that got killed in Louisiana. They chopped my video up and then put out what they wanted, and I had like a 6-minute video. They chopped my video all the way down to like a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes, and I was upset about that. Then I tried to upload it to YouTube. They stayed up there, and then they just took my video. It was up for like, I want to say 30 to a minute. They helped and snatched it down too. So I understand what's going on, but at the end of the day, I want to let everybody know if you being suppressed on Facebook and Instagram and all these other sites, you can also go over to Melanated People, where I've been over there on Melanated People for about I want to say about a year and a half now, maybe 2 years. It's Melanated People. It's for melanated people. It's for melanated people. So you ain't got to worry about being censored. You can say what you want. You ain't got to worry about. You can go live. You do everything Facebook offers. You can do it over there. So you ain't got to worry about that.
It's crazy, man. I get subscribers, and then I might get 5 subscribers, and then they will knock them same 5 subscribers down.
But no, just the other day we did a live, and you was asking me to put the link in the chat, and nobody said they didn't see me. I put the link in the chat like 5 times, maybe 6, and nobody was saying they were seeing my my links I was dropping in the chat. Nobody said they didn't see it, and I'm like, hold on, I know I'm subscribed, and I'm subscribed to this person. I've been able to do this. Now all of a sudden, nobody couldn't see what I was doing or any of that.
Well, you know, and Dingo Blue said, I'm going through it as well. Can't get past 460 subscribers. They keep knocking them down every time I do my information live. It's crazy. It's crazy, and that's what's going on when it comes down to that. But we're gonna go ahead on and talk about. You know, I was telling you about what we talking about with generational wealth when it comes down to melanated people. When it comes down to our aborigine people, we got to focus on our wealth, and I have brought guests on to our channel and talked about generational wealth when it comes down to aborigine people. You cannot compete with the big dogs without generational wealth. Now we have been kicked in the ass for generations and generations. We have been, and I have stated this on many occasions, that we have to start getting our people to be more lawyers. We have to send our kids to school to get more. We got to. I basically want to say we need more lawyers. We need more powerful people that can help us, because they're using their power against us. Okay, when it comes down to generational wealth. Okay, you and I talk about it all the time. You can't compete on a level that you want to compete, because we just broke ass people.
Yeah, because we have to learn. I'm not gonna lie, we have to learn as many people how to generate wealth and be able to see. What they don't understand is white people always had the wealth. So the reason we always see them on top, because they're able to generate wealth and pass it down through generations. See, a lot of these people you see today as in power are reaping the benefits from their slave masters. From the people who own the slave. So over time they generate their wealth to keep passing it down through the family. So it never loses the family. So if we get on that same agenda and generate wealth and pass it down through generations, we'll be the same way. But the thing is, we know we're gonna have some trials and tribulation in the midst of everything, because they don't want to see us on the same playing field with them from jump. So
yeah. Go ahead.
What you say?
No, I was sitting there thinking about it, just like Drizzle Gang said. Drizzle Gang said he's been saying that for years. You know, we like to complain about things, and we talk about our situation and everything. But you know, we can't continually, keep surviving off of what the government has been giving us. Learn about the government is giving us a helping hand. The government is giving us food stamps. The government is giving us welfare. They're actually that is actually depriving us. They actually are holding us down.
You know
When
what,
they,
bro? I am
yeah,
about to say something out my mouth I never said before, but I agree with you, and I agree with you, and I agree with Dick Grizzly to the game because I'm about to say something that you said, and he also said too a while back. We have to stop wanting the president and elected officials to do for us. You see what I'm saying? We
that's
have
right.
to.
That's right.
It starts inside our house first. You see what I'm saying? Once we fix our house, then we can go outside and fix other things around our house. And what I mean by that is, okay, if you see some land and you got the money for it, just buy the land. You ain't gotta sell it, but you can sit on it. You can also lease it out. You generate wealth. That's just like if you had some property in where you live at, and I say, Mr. Nola, I wanna buy this property. I mean, lease this property from you. I wanna put a gas station here. You can lease it to. You can lease it to me. You generating your wealth, but it's going to your kids at the same time. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you generate the money stays in your family. You see what I'm saying? But people have to get on that one accord and not and drop their egos and let's do business. And because at the end of the day, we need this down the line. Because before you know it, if you got an 18, 19, 20-year-old child, they're going to make you a grandparent. So by the time you become a grandparent, you should have some kind of comment, some kind of wealth build up. So that way you can leave it to your grandkids. You see what I'm saying? It's a chain of command. It's just a recycling process. You just have to get at the top of the game and work it out, and then boom, you got it.
Yeah, we
Like,
can't.
it's not an overnight process. It's not an overnight process. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna take some time. But us as the chief and the head of the table, this is a job that we have to take more serious. Now, if you selling me a piece of land for $1,000 and I can flip that $1,000 to $5,000, I'm going somewhere.
Yeah, too many of our black people, and we got to stop focusing on what the white man is doing. We do know statistics shows that there are more white people on welfare and food stamps than there are black people. We do know the statistics shows that, but what's damaging our black people is the fact that we rely on what the government has been giving us. The government has been handcuffing us from greatness. We have to move away. Well, if you don't do for yourself, you cannot be a man and a woman on this land. You have to do for
Exactly.
yourself. And,
Exactly.
we can't generate money and wealth without depending on us. We have to work on beating the systematic generational curses. Stop going
Exactly.
backward, start going forward.
And if you uncomfortable with the people that's in office, such as the people that y'all voted in, such as the senators and stuff like that, if y'all feel like y'all uncomfortable with them, you can vote them out. That's your
That's right.
constitutional right. You can vote them out if you feel like they're not doing the job today to your best ability, and you feel
And the
you
small,
can vote and you can
most of
and
the
you can vote.
small sector, most of the small sector, and I'm gonna sit here and tell. Oh, I'm sorry, Tanya Lord's sister. The notifications probably didn't come out because they are trying to not get my words out. I said this many times. We said this when we first started this live. Is that YouTube is blocking a lot of people, opportunities to make to get out there, get their words out. But like you're saying, brother, you know, it's a sad thing when we have generations of people who still living off the government, still rely on Section 8, still content on getting help from the government. We got too many of our black men and black women who are dependents on the government. So when something's shut down, we don't know how to survive. We hollering and screaming. What are we going to do? And I think at the end of the day, we got to stop worrying about what another culture is doing, what the white man is doing, what the Latino man is doing. We need to focus on what we are not doing as a nation of people.
And
Our generational curses are still here.
the one thing I like about the Hispanic culture, brother, and I know y'all have seen it all your whole life, and we can't knock the Hispanics for, bro. They will have 6 Hispanics in one house, bro, and they all get along. and they all paying their bills, and they all together in one household, bro. And if we all can adapt that one concept into our everyday life and try to help other people to bring them up, we'll be all right.
But
But
we so busy, my brother, we so busy making excuses for our melanated people. We so busy on why they cannot evolve to the people that they should be. We keep making excuses, and we can't do that when it comes down to us being Aborigine people. We can no longer, we are the people that they have changed names. We are the people that they said that when in the beginning that we were colored. Then they turn around and they call us African. They call us Negro. They call us, we start off being Indian, then they switch us. It's multiple things that messes up the brain when it comes down to so-called African Americans that are Aboriginal. We have been messed up in the brain.
that is true. But at the end of the day, we as a whole need to stop, like you say, stop making excuses. Stop, pause, reset,
Cannot keep making this.
deprogram, and that's getting right now because we're in a time where nobody should be left behind nor dumb. There's too much information out here, and we shouldn't be walking around here not knowing who the hell we are. I come to a realization that if some people want to know, and they got some people that don't want to know. Those who don't want to know, you get to the back of the bus. We're going to leave your ass here. And those who want to know and want to learn and want to be a trooper, you come on with us. Because we're in a position now to where we want to wake people up and teach them and show them. You see what I'm saying? So those who want to be good, like they always say, just because you skin folk, you ain't kin folk. And people who are in these positions that we voted as melanated people, you got to remember, when they get in those positions, they might lie and say they're going to help, but when they get there, they turn their backs on us like they don't even know us. You see, it's been proven over time, our own melanated people have sold us out. You see what I'm saying?
On a consistent basis, the worst people are us. The worst people are us, okay? And I want you to understand that Clarence in the house, we got Denise in the house. The worst people are us. We sit up here, and I think about it as us as Indian people. We here in Thanksgiving weekend, and we got a lot of people that don't understand.
I wanted to speak on that too.
I didn't turn Thanksgiving as more of a family thing. I think y'all got to get rid of the name Thanksgiving, because at the end of the day, if you knew the words of the slaughter that they have done to our people, the slaughter was about Aborigine people, the dark melanated people. The slaughter was about black melanated people. Yeah. So I'm not gonna tell you people stop cooking and stop being with your family. I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna tell you this: stop recognizing that day as a happy day with the pilgrims.
No,
because it's not.
No, but I was good. Yeah, because I was gonna agree with you on, because when you wake up on Indigenous Day, in order for you to get rid of that, you go to the calendar, X out Thanksgiving, put a black marker and put Indigenous Day, because when you get comfortable with that, you know. So when you wake up on Indigenous Day, which is Thanksgiving, you give thanks to the ancestors. You give thanks to your family, not those people who started our folks. You see what I'm saying? All I'm saying is reprogram yourself to the truth and not the lies. Because you've been told so long that Christopher Columbus discovered America and they're giving thanks to no. You lay up there, you give thanks to your family, you give thanks to the ancestors. You give thanks for being alive.
And I tell people, look, I'm the kind of family I come from. We gather every day. Every day is gathering for us. All we do is gather. This is what we do. We gather as a family every weekend. We just have a party, a celebration of life. When it comes down to melanated people, you have to have that celebration of life. There's nothing wrong with gathering with your people, but know what you're standing out for. Okay? I understand what them pilgrims was out there doing to your melanated people. Understand the slaughter that they were doing. They slaughtered many of our people. They slaughtered many of our people. And we sitting up here bootlicking. So I sit there and I think about all these guys out here that sit here and they live their lives, and they master between their master. Everything is what master say. And I could tell you the most dangerous slave is Sambo. The most dangerous slave is Sambo. Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, when you got a man that says, Master, or you sick, I'm sick too, Master. Understand that this is the kind of damage that is going on right now with our nation of people. We got sellouts, black sellouts. We got black sellouts. We got guys that'll sell your ass to the dirt. You worrying about the white man, but the most dangerous man is Sambo. And don't tell me about no Oka time, because if you read the book, you'll find that Johannes was not a sellout. The word
Nope.
Oka time, Johannes helped save 100 slaves. They don't see when we start reading and understanding, we get a better, a better feeling in life. We learn
And
more.
also,
It's
don't fall for the, don't fall for that white man version of Black Friday. The original term of Black Friday came from when they sold the slaves on Black Friday. The term Black Friday come when they sold slaves on Friday. They said it Black Friday. That was the whole terms of Black Friday from. They just took it, colonized it to make it seem like you going shopping. You see what I'm saying?
that's
So
right.
let's keep this all in mind of how the mind trick the games they've been playing for so many years on us. And that's why I say, man, we have to wake up and realize what we've been going through for so long. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, reprogram, reset, deprogram, and then reprogram. And like we have to get rid of the names. Everybody who named right now, you saying your name is Clarence or Pianola, my name is this. That's our real name. We have to give that name back to the slave master and read and go get your own name because the name that you have today is not your original name.
But yeah, we carry the backs of our oppressor. But I also gonna turn the story a little bit to Babaji. We're gonna go for those who follow the story with Nature Boy. For those, I'm late to the party. I'm late to the party, but I want to talk about our females and the insecurity of some of our, not all of our black melanated females, but we're talking about some of the mental challenge females that is out there right now. That anything that I mean, they're just giving their bodies up to the demon, and that young lady allowed Babaji to have sex with her on Instagram. And you gotta be very low. Your self-esteem gotta be very low for you to allow a man to have anal sex with you on social media. I had to say this. What makes you know we there's a lot of attraction to social media. There's a lot of attraction to a strong minded men when they look at men as leaders. But if a lot of women are looking for this guy that might look hot to them. But and they got these women that attract some of the thug minded men. And for you to allow this man to degrade you on social media, what do you think about that, brother? Anal sex on Instagram, moaning, hollering, and screaming. I cannot believe that we have a day and time that we see. Go ahead, brother.
Well, I did actually see the video. You did actually I was trying to erase my mind that I actually saw this shit. And I mean it just like I said it. I actually saw this shit and heard this shit. You know? And we have to understand and we have to understand the fact that we have people of color, melanated people that are set out to destroy the melanated woman at any cost. Just because you 35, 40, that don't mean you no man. You
That's
got
right.
35, 40-year-old guys that got a brain of a goddamn child, a man child. So with that being said, you have to understand the fact that, you know, if he don't have no respect for his so-called wife, He don't have no respect for you.
But
He don't have
what
no
is his
respect.
thing? My brother, what is his thing with anal sex? He break the women down with anal sex, and he also screwing the men with anal sex.
Okay,
What is,
let's go
hey,
back
brother?
to the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning of time, today. So at the beginning of time, what did they do to the men to humiliate them in front of their women?
Butt breaking. Butt breaking their own. He is no different than the slave master. This man is no different than your oppressor. He is doing what the slave master used to do to our people. Rape the man in front of his woman. Rape the man in front of his woman.
But did I just tell you a few minutes ago that just because you same color as me, that doesn't mean you for me.
All skin folks ain't what? All skin folks ain't what?
Not kinfolk. But you also have to remember too, bro. You have to remember too. He's been psychologically destroying himself. He has no respect for men, nor women, no human race. So with that being said, you have to understand the fact that this guy here is collateral damage. So with him being collateral damage, he's going to take down many people as he can with him. You see, so and you gotta look at this from all corners of the table, because what's the fastest way to break down our own camp? Take one of our own and send them in there, infiltrate us, and take us down. And that's what he set out to be. Just that nasty guy who let the doctor stick a finger in his butt that don't give a damn. The doctor paid him $50 to stick a finger in his booty. So if you let him do that, what else would you do?
Shout out to World News with that. What do you call him? 50, huh?
50.
But I don't understand this, because you got a man like that that's running. You got a man out here that's actually supposed to call himself a chief. He called himself a chief. I don't know if he's the Indingo warrior. I don't know what.
How can you be a chief and you think you from Africa?
Confused individual.
That sets the whole propaganda. But you gotta look at it. It can be a propaganda. It could be a script. It can have behind the scenes action that we don't know about. Because for one, we're not there. But what they display on screen and what they putting out there is though you don't want. But my thing is, what makes me mad is you have real melanated sisters that sit up here and condone the things that he's doing to the women.
They condone it. And listen, this is why I say it's our melanated black women. And I have said this, and I hope some of my followers don't get upset with me. But when you condone this kind of BS, this is what happens. When you condone, they got more ratings, more people who go watch Instagram and go watch this nature clown than wanting to watch the truth that we teach. They don't want to know who they are as a nation of people. They'll rather see this guy abuse, beat women, and have anal sex on social media. I don't get it. I don't understand. And the majority of his following is females. The majority of this following is females. They see this man beating them. They see this man, what he has done, made these two women fight on social media. They see these horrible things. But they support this demon.
Exactly, bro.
Condoning the foolishness.
You know, it doesn't make any sense, bro. It doesn't have to make, because how can you put your life on line? You want better, but yet you sit up here entertaining the foolishness with this man. You dig? And then you got women going over there to him over open arms. Nah.
Let us stop for 1 second into that. All right, good. Sheesh. You must got a horror story going on right now. Anyway, that's what people don't understand. Us as a nation of people, we are our own trouble. We are our own trouble. We got females who are using deodors on a man. Using deodors, breaking their man, butt breaking their own man, using deodors to break their man. What woman want a man that allows them to stick a deodor up their butthole? What woman wants that kind of man? And we looked at Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade, Gabrielle Union just went over there and messed Dwayne Wade all up all kinds of ways. Got Dwayne Wade calling his son a girl. Got Dwayne Wade walking around with high shorts, looking like his damn son. Like I mean, what's so confusing? What has happened to strong melanated men? We are being braked by our own people. It's crazy. It's crazy. And if you like that, it's fine. This has nothing to do with gay and this and all. If you want to be gay, that's you. But I'm talking about the fact that there are people there are black melanated women who are breaking down their own black man. Who sitting up there using deer doors.
But look at it like this, though, bro.
Black men.
No, but you gotta look at it like this, though. We are living in a time where more men want to be feminized, and the women want to be more masculine. The tables have turned. The situation has flipped. More men want to be feminized, and more women want to be masculine. You see what I'm saying? So the time of the tables has flipped. You see what I'm saying? So, and then you got to look at the situations too. A lot of women that adapted that I don't need a man's attitude because they've been so alone for so long and doing everything by themselves. So I can understand where they come from. And then some of them don't want to submit to a man, and they got some that just don't want a man because they don't want to deal with the man problem that comes along with it. But then they'll go get. Let me shut up. I'm gonna go. No, I'm staying away from that conversation. No, I almost went.
You gotta stand away from. You gotta stand. Chief Prince said it's bad when even a pregnated Candace Owens of all has to say this. Okay, and that's crazy. You know. That is definitely crazy. Even Candace Owens, who I don't like the chick, but she has a very great part on that. We sit up here and we talk about the baby mama dramas, and we talk about the mothers, what's going on with the mothers. It's crazy. We have had these stories before. We have exposed these things before, but I have never realized how if you want a strong fatherly person in the house.
But you when you like
the system has kicked us out the house.
But yeah, I was about to tell you that. I was about to say, but see, we have to look at the system, bro, that was put in play for back in the 60s, around the 60s and the 70s, in the 50s, they had fathers in the household. But see, they laid on the line when the 80s came. They said, okay, let's flip the game on it right quick. They came with the 3-strike rule. Boom, that's a way to get rid of men. Lock them up. Then they say, okay, let's do it like this. We're going to give y'all Section 8 food stamps and blah, 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 but you can't have a man in the house. That's another way of taking a man out the household. Then they put the guns in the neighborhood. That's another way to eliminate the man at the house or the child at the house. You see what I'm saying? It's all of a chain of commands of how they've been doing it over time. Now, some women has fell for the okie doke to where, they're gonna give me Section 8 housing, Section 8 and food stamps. I ain't gonna have no man in the house. And that's what you've been seeing lately. That's for the last 40 years it's been going on.
But then you get a situation like Babaji, well, over there with Nature Boy, you get a situation where he's able to manipulate multiple women and get them to listen to him as he break these women down. And this is what the women have to look forward to when they see masculine a man. They look to a guy like that who allow men to stick things in his booty and who allow things. It's crazy because they'll rather look to a feminine man as being a man than a masculine man than being a man.
They done took the James Evans fathers out the household, the Philip, the Uncle Phil's out the household, the George Jeffersons and Carl Winslow's dad out the household. So if there's no man in the household, that makes it easier for the white man to go in there and take the melanated sister and do what he want with her, make babies with her and take care. Don't you know they have so many black women I have seen on social media say, I am comfortable with my husband, and when you look at it, they have more interracial relationships going on now than ever. Look at the TV show they're promoting right now, man. Look at everything they've been promoting, interracial relationships. And if we don't pay attention, that's the way of things. That's the way things are headed in a minute. Because our boys are getting killed in the streets, now they're going west. The men are locked up, now they're going
Well,
west.
there's a reason right there. All right, so they're trying to keep it on a playing field, on the even playing field, because we all know that the white man is almost extinct. We all know that the white man is almost extinct. The more that they mix with melanated people, that they're almost extinct. So their way of getting us on an even playing field is to get us to mix also, okay? So I want you guys to understand, to keep balance, okay? So I have I have told people, and they have to be very careful, that we have been told that the black woman is bad. We have been told as men that don't deal with the black woman. I can sit here and tell you that I encourage more black men to try to get with black women, to try to lead as a teacher. As you being a man supposed to show his leadership, not in controlling her, but showing as an example. As a man does his example, a woman should follow. Anytime Nature Boy can get multiple women to follow his devilish ways, why you don't think that a good man could get a good woman to follow him? We gotta get to the point.
Look at it like this, though,
what happens.
But look at it like this too. All the women that's been around him has at least been under 30. Okay, now.
Now he gets 20. He gets 20. He gets 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds. That's the kind of women he get with. 19, 20.
Yeah, the average 18, 19-year-old don't know shit about life. They haven't even experienced nothing about life. You see what I'm saying? So it's easier for a person like him. A lot of these little girls didn't have a father in their life. So now they look at him as a father figure, they look at him as somebody, oh, he care about me, this, that, and the other. He make me feel good. No, the fuck he don't. He just feeding you bullshit that's from a strip. And when he got you, he going there for the kill, and now you stuck with him. It's a cycle. He do that, he do the next one that, and the next one that, and the next one that. It's a trend that just keep going on. So with that being said, us as men, and it goes for the men and the women, if you got men and boys and little boys and little girls, you need to pay attention to your children. Spend more time and tell them about people like. See, people are not afraid to tell their kids about people like Nature Boy and them and Pimp. It's real. They out here. They're pimping
your kids through social media. It's more dangerous now than it was when we were coming up. When we were coming up, a random person in the street could just talk to you or try to sway you in. But now you got social media. Social media is way more dangerous for our kids.
And you know what, Drizzle Gang? I ain't gonna lie, brother. I agree with that statement right there you just said, because I'm gonna tell you why I agree with you, bro. You say because too many of our women don't want to be led. That's a fact. That's a goddamn fact right there. Then you say most of our women get a good man, he get called the clown and cheated by her because a good man is new to her. That is a fact. Let me tell you something, bro. When I was in high school, you dig, I was looked as a good guy. The girls overlooked me. So they went with the thug guy who was pulling up to the school and picking them up. And now they got 2 and 3 kids by Mr. Johnny, who was 19, 20 when he was in high school. And he's in the 9th and 10th grade. So I agree with you, bro. Because guys like me who get looked over, I'm a clown, I'm this, that, and the other. But I'm the same guy who can have your back and make sure you look and you all right and ain't gonna fool and I ain't gonna mess over you. You see what I'm saying? I've been with my wife 18 years. I've been with my wife. She's loyal. At the end of the day, it was about being led. My wife is older than me, so she showed me things that I didn't know. You see what I'm saying? And I wasn't afraid to learn from her, because like I always tell people, women are smarter than men. They learn faster and they adapt
Yes, it
faster
does.
than men. So don't ever be afraid to learn from a female, because at the end of the day, she can
Sister
show you
Tanya
something.
Lord, Sister Tanya Lord said, no one wants to follow the laws of the land. Submit it to make a healthy family. That is so much correct, Sister Tanya Lord. That nobody wants to, because if you want your woman to follow you, if you want a woman to follow you, you have to be worthy of being followed. You can't act like you still a teenager. You got to be a man. If you want
Exactly.
a good woman to follow you, you got to straighten up you.
Exactly. Just like you say, okay, all the women, them girls over there with Nature Boy, they following him because they are flunkies. If you to take each one of them women he got and sit down and have an intellectual conversation with any one of them, I promise you, you're gonna leave the same way you came in with the same question. You didn't accomplish nothing. Because why? You can't think. They can't think for themselves. He thinks for them and talks for them. It's like having ventriloquist dog.
Oh Lord, I gotta read this. My Chief Prince said the mother is our first teacher, and we learn from one another. Let me tell you something. The very first contact to a child is the mother. It starts in the womb. That's why you got to be careful about cursing when you see a mother that's drinking while she's pregnant, cursing. All these things affect a kid while the kid is in the womb. It's always healthy for a woman to sing to her child, talk to her child, because that kid can hear you in the womb. The very connection. And the problem is today, because of our generational curses, we have a lot of mothers who is not allowed to be mothers because they don't have the father with them. So it works hand in hand. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, and we as a whole have to come to realize, man. That's why I miss the old days. Where we used to be able to go sit on the porch by Mr. Old School. You dig? And sit on the porch. He used to give you the game. He didn't sugarcoat it or nothing. But see, kids today, I think the women today that they call themselves parents. And I'm talking about the ones who got this attitude right here. Don't ask me to tell my child nothing. You don't tell my child nothing. I tell my child what to do. You don't tell me. But see, I understand the fact what kind of parent you is. You see what I'm saying? You the same parent that's gonna be out there fighting with your child instead of trying to help your child. You see what I'm saying? I came up in a time where it was cool to go sit on the porch and talk to the old school, let them talk to you, show you. And back then, the whole neighborhood kept an eye on you. They know who your parents was. We don't have that system no more.
Let's get something from the university. The Black Telepath. He said, "Facts. You don't know anything about a Most High or any of that stuff. You were taught that your mama is your God." Wow, wow, wow. That got to be one of the quotes of the night. I mean, of the morning. I said night. You can tell, but I can sit here and tell you that us as a melanated people, if we don't get it together, we ain't gonna be. We gonna be a fallen nation. We talking about teaching people aborigine about who you are. Talking about we are the chiefs of the land. We were born here, but we don't know anything about ourselves as being a tribe. Tribes, the chiefess and the chief work together hand in hand.
I have a question for everybody in the chat and on the panel. In the next 10 years, well, I ain't gonna say 10. In the next 5 years, where do you see this generation in a way? The next 5 years going, where do you see this whole generation, man? Where do you see us as Aboriginal people in the next 5 years?
How many times I have told you, brother, about us evolving? If you are the same person that you was 5 years ago, you have not evolved, and that's what's wrong right now. We got brothers out here still wearing jerseys and not trying to wear a suit. We got brothers who are still wearing jerseys, trying to look like LeBron James, trying to wear Michael Jordans, and don't want to wear a suit. If you don't understand the concept that I'm talking, you need to think a little longer about being a man. We got to grow up. There's a time and a place. You have to grow up as a man and grow up as a woman. And you 40 years old, and you're supposed to be a chiefess, but you're wearing booty shorts. You still want to look like you're 20. But you're not growing. You're not growing. And the only way we're going to grow is have dialogue and learn from our mistakes. We can't keep burying our people and don't think that they can't overcome. We can overcome anything. Us criticizing our people is because we can. And the only way we're going to criticize us, we got to criticize us if we want to evolve to the next highest energy. You got to you got to look at yourself before you can go to anybody else.
Just like Deion Sanders said the other day in his interview. He said when the police kill a black person, it's Black Lives Matter. But when a black person kill a black person, it's hush mouth. No, you keep that same energy when it's black on black crime that you got that same energy when the police kill a black person.
I listen to Brother Jizzle Games talking about people still depending on the Democrats. I think people still depending on both parties. In my opinion, because the parties are made of white people. Both parties. The Democrat Party was the party. See, if y'all really go do your history, you'll find out that the Democrat Party was the party of the KKK, and the Republican Party was the party of Jim Crow. There's no better with either one of the parties. I don't understand why one person can get on and think that one white man is greater than the next white man when both white men come from the same fucking area. They both come from, they look at us. When I see Joe Biden, I remember Joe Biden when he was younger. Donald Trump has the same mindset as Joe Biden. We cannot rely on American politics. We have to get our own politics.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell people. That's what I was trying to tell people when we were talking earlier about economics. You know, like you said, we get our own party. How about we just drop Democrats and Republicans all together? Just say fuck both parties, and we get our own party, come up with our own party, get behind, support that party. And that part don't have to be a part of politics or anything. It can be just for the community or for the melanated people, period.
Well, the brother said the Republicans don't want to give out handouts. Well, the Republicans don't want to give out handouts, but they'll give out handouts to their people. Okay. If you look at when you talk about generational wealth, when you talk about who's getting wealthy, it's they people that's getting wealthy. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm an independent, and I'm going to continuously be independent until I find out what to do with getting our own party.
Wait. Time out. Flag on the plate. Technical foul. Unnecessary roughness. Hold up. Wait.
Go ahead, bro.
Did you just say that the Republicans don't give out handouts? Wait, what the hell they just got for the last 4 years?
That's
a hell of a handout. They got a big ass tax break and a hell of a handout. And guess what? Every Republican
all government give handouts. All government give handouts. That's why we don't need. If you indigenous people, you don't need government. Government, period.
That's a fact. But my thing is, what I was saying was, let me tell you something. You have to stop looking at it like this, about Democrats and Republicans. Let me tell you something. It's like an airplane. You see what I'm saying? Democrats on one wing, the Republicans on the other wing. Same bird, okay? Same airplane. With that being said, both parties in the camera make it seem like they don't like each other. But come Thursday for Thanksgiving, Indigenous Day, they're going to be on Capitol Hill eating turkeys together.
My brother Chris Game said that that we can't get our own politics because there's a pipeline dream. Well, I disagree because the only thing I disagree with you on this, brother, is this: is if you didn't notice that black people get out and vote for things that they think that is the purpose of voting. Okay, I'm sitting here telling you, if the black people shut down the parties of the Republican and the Democrat, they got to rely on us for something. They're never giving us. Each party has not given black people nothing. That is nothing. It's helping us.
Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something right quick. Don't you know this guy? I know y'all been sick. I can't think of his name. I think his name is Brian. I maybe saying his name wrong, Brian. So anyway, they was blocking him. He just went to the Supreme Court, man. This man has been trying to see the key. Everybody is missing. If you want to get to the black people, bro, a lot of melanated people watch TV. Ice Cube and them was trying to buy media channels. They had blocked his brother. I think his name Brian. I can't think of his name. Y'all might, you know what I'm talking about, put it in the chat. But anyway, he's been trying to buy media channels for over like the last 5 years. He's been in the Supreme Court trying to win his case to buy media because he knows that if you control the media, you control the melanated people. You see what I'm saying? So that way, we need a black media outlet. We need a black news channel. We need a black weather channel. We need anything that's dealing with melanated to help us be able to break away from. See, they got you mind tricked. You dig? Because it's like this: Fox News supports Trump. CNN, yeah. MSNBC, yeah. We need our own media, bro, to where we can go straight.
Yes, I definitely agree. I definitely agree. They got these. Because the reason why they got a hand of money. There's a hand in both politics. There's a hand. You got to pay these people off. You got to pay these people off. They got their hand into it.
When you got CNN, Fox, MSNBC, KPRC News, when you got all these news channels, guess what? They got to pay them for advertisement. They got to take the money. They got to pay them for advertising. They got to pay them for slots. They got to pay them for this. They got to pay. That's what I mean by getting the black media. You generating wealth through the media. You see what I'm saying? It all goes.
They try to say that black media was BET. Black media is not BET. Black media is owned by white man. The white man owns BET. The white man owns BET. We have no black media. No, the only media we have is social media. That's the only media we have. And I'm going to read this comment. Drizzle Gang said, but you also don't read the rest of my comments. I also stated that there are plenty neutral parties running in elections that nuns that votes for that. You definitely correct on that, brother. You're definitely correct on that. Mr. Wells said Gucci tried to buy NBC and he got cloned. Bill tried in jail for it, and they killed his son. That is some strong statements. That is definitely some strong statements. Okay, and I want you guys to understand that for many years, when we used to watch BET, when it was under Bob Johnson, BET used to show a lot of black only movies. Now you're starting to see white people in BET. You're starting to see white episodes of this. You ain't never saw that.
But you gotta remember too, when you go look up Viacom owns a whole lot of channels in BET, MTV1, MTV2, or PBS. Viacom owns all those channels, VH1. So that's why when they fired Nick Cannon, he has like Revolt TV. That's a black-owned channel, Revolt. So he had to go that way, but he haven't came back to nobody yet. Because when you have to look at who owns what channels. And all, like you say, all channels are damn near owned by, where they all owned by white people. So that's why I was saying we need to get our own black media, so that way we can.
Come on now, you live in Texas. Now, all the radio stations are owned by Latinos. So a lot of Latinos got a hand in a lot of the radio stations. You go down there, you hear nothing but Mexican media, and you can't Telemundo, all this other shit. They got their own power. We don't have our own power.
That's what I mean by getting our own. Let me tell you something, bro. I keep preaching to our own media because I was about to get to what you just said. You put the ham on the nail. Yes, it's true. Latino has their own Univision, Telemundo, all that out here on the TV. They just have their own Latino channels, and they also have out here in Texas. They also have the Indian and Pakistani and Iranian got their own radio channels and TV channels.
My brother, Kawan, the young brother who got killed in Louisiana, a lot of people didn't even know that if it wasn't for social media. That's not known. The Fox News and all these other NBC and all them was not covering the young brother being murdered like that. But if we have to get our information from TikTok. We have to get our information from social media. It's ridiculous. We have to have black media. And another thing what I want people to understand is this, that that when it comes down, to Joe Biden and Donald Trump and all them, they hand in hand, because I knew, Donald Trump and Bill Clinton's, they were best friends. They was in each other's weddings. They loved each other. They were all fellow Democrats. Donald Trump said years ago that he would if he would run for a party, it would be the Republican Party, because if he had shot somebody, they would forgive him. Okay, so these are I cannot love either party because I don't see where it fits my agenda. That's just me.
Exactly.
I have
That's why I say we need our own people, our own party. Do away with Democrats and Republicans. See, they got the Independent Party. That's us. Independent. That's us. Damn Democrats, damn Republicans. Independence is us. We for the people. We for our people, not we the people. We for our people, which means melanated people, indigenous people. That's what we for. And they service the indigenous communities. That's what we for. Because I'm going to tell you right now, go into an Asian community and take a picture. I encourage anyone, go into any state you in or any place you go, and you go into the Asian community and show me where is a black-owned business in the Asian community.
Yeah, Chief Prince. A lot of people think that, a lot of black melanated people think that Donald Trump is their God. They look at Donald Trump like we can't. If another black man say something about Donald Trump, I'll be damned if everybody gonna come and pack you. I talk about Joe Biden the same way as I talk about Donald Trump. I don't have confidence. I'm trying to teach my people where we can grow our own foods, where we can start getting our own land and start building our own shit. Why can't we build our own shit? Why can't we have our own politics? You cannot tell me we can't have these things. But Black Wall Street, we had our own towns. We had our own things. Why can our money grow so big to where we support each other?
Don't you know white people money circulates 8 to 10 times, Hispanic money, the white people 10 to 14 times, Hispanics at least 8 to 10 times, Asian 8 to 10 times, melanated people 0 to none times. Our money is the only money that does not continue to circulate.
I don't trust Oprah. And so let me read this about Mr. Prince. Let me tell you something about Chief Prince. Chief Prince is bringing it. He said, yeah, that's an old interview with Oprah and Donahue. A lot of people don't understand what Oprah and Donald. Yeah, that was Oprah and Donald, not Donahue. But a lot of people don't understand these things.
He did say that. He did say if I was to run for president, I'd run as a Republican because they're the stupidest people on earth. And he ran as a Republican.
and then I had somebody trying to tell me, my mother was a long life Republican, okay? And I can sit here and tell you that what y'all don't understand is my mother was a Republican back in the days when the Democrat Party was Republican. But as my mother told me, when time went on, the parties had shifted. Now, when Mitch McConnell and all them, people don't know we're Democrats. A lot of these old bastards were Democrats. They were not Republicans. They changed parties and they flipped. That's why I can't trust these people.
The only time the Republicans was really for the black people was back when it first started, when all the Republicans was black. That's the only time.
Because that was the original party for the black people. The original party for the black people were Republicans. The Democrat Party was the party of the KKK. But we were still under Jim Crow laws. That's why I called the Republican Party Jim Crow. Okay? So a lot of people don't understand it was no better. It was no better because when they flipped parties, they also tricked the people. The Democrat, the Louisiana was a Democrat state. Florida was a Democrat state. All South states were Democrats. They flipped over to being Republican. A lot of people got their vote.
They didn't want slavery to end in the South.
They didn't want it, so they flipped. They did a lot of money negotiations. They done a lot of things to flip on these parties. That's why I can't stand with either party, because I know that there are a lot of Democrats that are in the Republican
Party. That's a good statement right there, though. We jealous and envious of each other, always have been, but why?
But why?
But why?
We have to ask ourselves. We got to ask ourselves that.
And you know what's crazy? My wife told me something like that too, and it was hard to understand what she was saying, because at the end of the day, if we came here not knowing that somebody had to teach us to be envious and jealous of each other. You're not born like this, so you had to. My
brother. If Joe is a pedophile, Donald is one too. See, that's what people don't get. I don't get. When I look at these creatures, I call them creatures, okay? Esau ain't nothing but the creature, okay? He's the creature of the land. He's the man that was in the cave that we had to go up there and clean. Asked to tell a man to teach them how to clean themselves. They were the hairy, red creature, okay? So I don't want to hear all this stuff about which one is the pedophile. I want to know one thing. Do you know that both of these men are pedophiles? That both of these men are criminals? They both eventually should be locked up.
But yeah,
most of the people,
the Orange Man has an open
case. They have open cases all over the place.
He has an open case right now in court about him and a little boy. You can look at it yourself.
They got conspiracies that Abraham Lincoln was a black man. There's several conspiracies about that. Indian government in Indian uneducated schools. Yes, we have been taught in schools to depend on see, this is what we don't understand. Now this goes all the way back to roots. They're pushing roots in our classrooms. When they teaching you slave mentality, when they telling you their teachings, their laws, because none of these laws, whether you are a Republican or a Democrat, none of these laws were written for black melanated people. You can't tell me that the Constitution was written for either one of us.
All right, I got one even better for you. Okay, you graduated high school, right?
Yeah.
You completed all 12 years of high school.
Yes, now, I can actually say I'm thankful I did.
Okay, yeah, you graduated high school. Now then gave you a certificate, a high school diploma to say that you master day learning. So now you done master day learning. Now you done graduated high school. Now how much of that you learned in high school applied to your life today?
Wow. Not a lot of that stuff that I learned in high school do not apply in my life today.
Now you deprogrammed.
A lot of that stuff that I learned in high school does not imply in the work field or the things that I do that I live today. Does not apply today. None of that. The only thing that I applies is me counting my money. Other than that, geometry and all that other bullshit does not apply to my life.
Now you're gonna spend the next 12 to 24 years. The 12 to 24 years trying to deprogram yourself all the bull you learned in high school to really educate yourself on who you really is.
I want to tell Drizzle Game. I want to tell Drizzle Game, man. I'm appreciated that he's back, because Drizzle Game, dog, you a smart character, dog. I love the way you know what I'm saying. This is what building is about. Okay, building is about. We may not agree all the time, but building is learning another person's opinion, respecting another person's opinion, and actually learning from that person. And that's all we're trying to do. This is what we've been trying to do for the longest. And I just want people to understand is that I don't believe in the white system, the system that has put us in depression for a long time. Okay? Or oppression for a long time. This system, whether it's Republican or Democrat, has not worked for none of us. I mean, throughout history, it has not worked. We have not gained financial edges when it comes down to either party. That's just my opinion. Go ahead, brother.
No, I was just saying the fact that I was just saying how the system, when you look at the system and how they try to play us and mess over us, because you done went to high school and graduated, got a certificate, and nothing you learn applied to the day in life in school. But like you said, besides counting your money, that's fine. But now you went to school for free. Now, if you want to go educate yourself for more, you got to pay to go to college, and now you're gonna spend thousands of dollars to go to college to master in a job that your dream job, and you spent all that money, and then when you get that degree or that bachelor, or whatever it is, you come to realize you graduated from college, the job you went for, they no longer exist. So now you stuck with a hell of a ass debt that you gotta pay the government back because they put you through school. So now you gotta go reapply and get more money to go get another damn education for something else. So all you're doing is putting yourself through more debt, and more debt.
And
you're gonna be smart. You're gonna be so smart. You're gonna be smart.
Chief Prince said. He said, "Homeschooling children are always the brighter than the so-called school. Curriculum. I want people to understand that and just like I was telling people, I said with this Nature Boy saga, these celebrity sagas. If we don't get our kids and educate our kids and start teaching them now, we're gonna lose our children. We're gonna lose our children.
Right.
We got women right now, women trying to be men trying to be women. We have a messed up system, a messed up society. People, we truly don't love each other. We truly don't know what it is to be loved. You can't love nobody till you love yourself. I have told this so many times. Love starts with you. It doesn't start with loving your wife more than you. You don't love a person more than you. You can't love your wife unless you love you first. You can't treat her. You can't treat her the way she want to be treated until you show some love for you. But if you looking lousy, I never understood this. Your woman looking good, but you look like shit. Your man looking good, but your man looking good, but your woman looking like shit.
Oh, you and
your children looking good, both of y'all looking like shit. I don't understand this. I don't understand where you guys don't forgot. I see a lot of brothers who have been married for years, and they became overweighted. They have they lose, they don't care about combing their hair no more. Oh, they got, just because you got somebody, just because you got that person, doesn't mean that you got to stop applying yourself to keep her.
Thanks.
You done gave up on yourself. You're looking raggedy, goddammit. And you don't care about you. You care more about that person buying them a nice diamond ring for their anniversary, but your ass don't know. You don't really understand about the true love of building that person up to love you. It's the little things, not the big things.
Exactly.
It's the taking them out, holding hands, do this. Go ahead, bro.
That's the whole thing they missing over there with the nature boys. All them people over there looking for love, but they're looking for love in the wrong place. Not only is they looking for love over there, but you got people dying over there.
That's right. It's crazy. When you see them come to carbonation, these people look normal. They look real normal, look healthy. After after a while, you start seeing their face cave in. You start seeing the difference on how they look, how they're being drained, how mentally they've been drained, their face all sucked in. Because they love Nature Boy more than they love themselves. Nature Boy healthy. Nature Boy got all the weight. They looking all like shit. I never understood a person who don't believe in themselves, don't believe that they go to work, that they don't have to buy them something, that they don't have to keep a little money for themselves. I never understood that a person, why wouldn't your woman or your man want to see you looking good too? It's a balance. Life is a balance. If you're not balanced, then you're broken. If you're not balanced, and then you become broken. The only way you're going to sustain a healthy life, a healthy family, you have to balance it. And it starts with loving you first. Then you will be able to love that person second. Go ahead, brother. Where you at, brother? Well, he must be on a hard pause. I don't know where you at, but you know, it is what it is. When you hear the passion from me, it's just on a real. I just don't understand when it comes down to our people, and then we, you know, sex can only go so far. You can be having sex with a person, you can love that person. That you know, but what's gonna happen when you start aging? What's gonna happen when sex is not you know, it's not what it used to be? Could you keep a person without just sex? Could that person still love you without sex? Or could you mind could you mind like get to a person's mind, have the ability to love them through their mind? What if something happened to you where you got in an accident? Is it over for you? It's for better or worse. Everything in life. And if you don't love you, you won't understand. Some people don't know what it's like to be loved. They think a person yelling and screaming at them is love. Some people don't know what it's like to be loved. They think if somebody screw them, have sex with them, that is love. And that's all a person have to give you. You can't never get to where you need to get until you love you first. And then then that person is going to evolve. Once you love you, then the person that you with is going to evolve with you. They're going to get stronger with you. Aborigine family, we got to start working on paperwork. I want you guys, I got a challenge. I want a challenge with you guys. I want you guys to do me a favor. There's a challenge that I want you guys to do. I want you to start doing homework. I want you to start asking your grandparents if they're still living. I want you to start asking that older uncle if you're still living. Oh my God, Ohio Valley, Sioux Nation is in the house. If you hear, please subscribe to this great channel. Please. Because I'm going to tell you this. Every time, I be so sorry because I keep missing your lives. I would love to, I just want to catch the live stream. I keep missing the notification. I'm going to hit the notification bell again because the problems you having catching me is the problem I'm having catching you. But I want you guys to do your homework. I want you guys to go and start finding out about your ancestry. And I'm not talking about no damn ancestry go and spit on something. I want you guys to go through your family tree. I want you to start connecting the dots because you are missing out. You are missing out. And I want you guys to understand, we are missing out. There is money out there that is owed to you. There is land out there that is owed to you. It's time for us to do our due diligence. We have to go out and start looking through our family tree. Start looking. Do your work. We can't do it for you. We cannot do the work for you. You have to do this. If you want to, it's nice for us to come on these panels. It's nice for us to talk on social media. It's nice. But now it's time for you to make moves. No longer on the censors. No longer on the censors. That we should be going around calling ourselves so-called African Americans. No longer you should be walking around calling yourself a so-called African American. You should be indigenous American, or you could be aborigine American. But goddamn it, you are not an African. It's time for us to do the work. We can't get nobody to help us. You can't rely on Dane Calloway. You can't rely on all these Wahagni. You can't rely on Sioux Nation, Chief Prince, Peanut Nola 504. This is homework that you got to do, and I challenge you. I challenge you to start looking at your family tree. You already got a sister that's willing to help you with your paperwork. How my brother?
Big facts. Big facts.
I think it's time. And I want you guys to go get seeds. Seeds cost less than going to the supermarket. Go get your seeds. Grow your own food. And you're going to love that hobby. You're going to love it. Any last words you got to say, little brother?
Oh, no. I just want everybody just to wake up, man, and stop depending on the government, because they're not here for us. They the only concern. Let me tell you something. We as melanated people have to stop calling the police for help. The police do not help us. As you can see, over the last year or two, what has happened when you call the police. The police are protect and serve the money. The 1%. You see what I'm saying? And we have to govern ourselves.
Love Tam in the house. Love Tam in the house. Yeah, we gotta govern ourselves. You know, and I'm not here to keep pointing fingers on what government is best for us. Well, the Republicans, the Democrats. I'm not sitting here. I'm not going to continuously go fighting for that. We got to govern ourselves. And until we understand that whether it's a Republican or Democrat, them people that's sitting in Congress, the majority of them people don't look like you and me. Majority of them people do not look like you and me. These people don't understand this. That these people die in Congress. We worried about the president, but we need to worry about the local sector. The local sector is what's more important, putting judges in there. So I want to thank Love Tam. I want to thank the university in the house. I want to thank Sioux Nation. I want to thank that Drizzle gang. I want to thank everybody who has came in, and the Prince.
Tam in the house.
Everybody who keeps showing in and showing our brother Welch. Everybody who keeps coming in supporting Denise Crosby. In Indigenous Blues. I want Tanya Lord, everybody who keep coming in, Malona in the middle, but those who keep coming in and supporting this channel, making this channel what it is. I want to thank you guys, because you guys are what's making this channel great.
If y'all not getting y'all notifications, y'all might have to unsubscribe and resubscribe and hit the bell so y'all can get the notifications too. Because you gotta be on the lookout. Just scroll through YouTube, because they be trying to suppress us lately.
Yeah, listen. If you're having problems with the notifications, all you gotta do is unsubscribe and come right back in, and also hit the bell. Hit the bell. Press a like. Always remember that the Chief loves all his people. All glory goes to the Most High. We are stronger together than apart. I want you guys to understand that. We are stronger together than apart. Let's not allow the system of the world to get us down. We can't rely on government to help us. We got to help each other. We got to go buy you. My challenge to you is to go find out who you are and also go get you some seeds. I want you to start growing your own foods. Growing your own foods is a big deal. It's a big deal. Get your own business started. Everything has to be owned by you.
And you have
Stop
to, yeah.
working for the man.
And to tell you something too, even if you ain't, and even if y'all not even but doing nothing but just selling T-shirts, you get your EIN number, brother, and y'all you put it to work. So that way you get some respect. Because long as you as a citizen, they don't give a damn about you. But if you start doing business with them, then you're gonna start getting some respect and some act right. And when you start owning things.
And listen, cars is a great thing. I know you love to go get your nice car, but cars depreciate. Buy land. Get your, I know it's a shame that Chief is telling you to go buy land that belongs to you, but it's better for you to buy your own land. Start with buying your land. Buy you a couple of lots. You know what I'm saying? Lots are cheap. For those who live in Mississippi, man, lots ain't nothing but $1,000. You can buy a big old lot. Okay? For those who live in Louisiana, there's lots out there. For those who live in Alabama, there's a lot of country land. Okay? For wherever you at, there's land to be taken. Okay? There's land to be taken. And focus on buying land. The more you buy land, the more they can't stop you. We got to buy our own land. Focus on things that needs to be done. It's okay to go get you a nice vehicle. Man, ain't nothing wrong with go get you a used vehicle if you're just starting out.
Even if you don't have $1,000 for land, you go get you somebody that you.
Oh yeah, Texas too. Texas too got a lot of land.
Yeah, even if you I'm in Texas and they got a lot of land too. You ain't not got home. I'm in here, and if you ain't got a friend that you can trust, that you can trust, y'all go $500 a piece, and y'all get y'all some land, and you put the deeds in both of y'all names, so that way nobody don't get screwed in the end.
And go buy you some. And remember, when you get that land, make sure you buy your seeds. Start growing food on that land. Start growing food, because when the meltdown come and when they take the water from us, when they take the food from us, but when the grocery stores are overcome, what are you going to survive on? Grow your own food. Start getting pastries. You can make your own jelly. I'm going to be doing a food show, and I'm going to be letting y'all know I got my channel. My other channel is going to be coming out as a food channel, and it's the Aborigine food channel, and I'm going to show y'all how to make jelly, jam. We're going to learn how to make certain stuff that we can preserve for the longest, okay, in case a war happened, in case something happened.
Yeah, because you have to look at it. You have to look at that thing that's going on now. They are some of these stores, like, I don't know how y'all ever been to Mississippi or anything. I don't know if y'all have a Kroger's or anything where y'all live, but Kroger, Walmart, HEB is a Texas thing as I know of. They are limiting us out here in Texas to buy essential things. So if you guys can go and buy things for your house that you really need, essential, get them and stock up on it. Don't overdo it, because there's a surge in Texas right now. The coronavirus cases is going back up. So they limited us on Lysol and stuff, man. So if y'all got that stuff, keep it on stock. Get you a lot of water and stuff. Like he said, get you some seeds and stuff. Go to Home Depot. I got seeds from Home Depot for like $2. Just get you some and start growing it, so that way we can be ahead of the game.
It's much more cheaper to buy seeds than food. A lot of people don't know that. It's much more cheaper. You know what I'm saying? It's much more cheaper. She said, sound like my great grand with her figs. Yeah. We're gonna grow your own fruits, your own vegetables. I go out every year and I buy me satsuma trees. I buy plum trees. I got peach trees in my yard. You can start making your whole land nothing but a tropical setting. You got to prepare for your future, and you got to, if you want to survive, you won't have to rely on government. Government can only go so far with you. But when you got your own stuff, and guess what? You can actually sell your fruits and vegetables. You can make a profit off that. Okay? So if you're doing so well, where you can sell some of that stuff, do that too. I'm about to put collard greens in the ground. I'm about to put my collard greens and my cabbage in the ground. So, because I'm a little late, because I be working, but it is what it is. So I'm about to let this live go. It was a beautiful live, man. I'm glad me and you got together. We had a couple of our buddies been calling me on the phone. You know, they want to talk about our Saints victory. You know what I'm saying? So, so that I'm saying, so that's all the time they call me, but it is what it is. But we signing out.
Yeah.